Hi guys, Troublmaker here playing Pillars of Eternity, and I am doing a neato little quest today. This one is called the Hermit of Hadret House, and talk to Lady Webb at the Hadret House. If I would have talked to Lady Webb before doing Unholy Heritage, I would have been able to get in without having to pay. But after having completed that without having talked to her, I was instead distanced towards her. And an older robed man is now here. As you near the apparition, you are overcome suddenly by a powerful anxiety that sits like a stone in your stomach. The feeling is not quite real, the recollection of an emotion rather than emotion itself. It wrenches your insides nevertheless. The apparition's brow is tensed, a look of concern playing across its face.
The other missionaries say you have been neglectful of your duties.
My mind has been elsewhere.
Oh? And what troubles you?
Forgive me, Eminence, I wish to leave the order.
You have been an apt student, and your convictions have inspired those around you. May I ask what has changed to make you feel this way?
Let's see. The people we intend to convert, they committed unspeakable acts, sacrifices, mutilations.
These are the ways of the heathen world.
Surely the gods would do better than destroy us and start anew.
Perhaps they would. It may come to that one day. This is why we must not fail. The heathens are beyond the gods' reach. They do not know better. We are tasked with delivering them to the gods, so that the gods may heal their souls.
Is such a thing possible?
I have seen it with my own eyes. You will see it too, if you choose to remain. There is no greater calling than the one we have chosen. Neither words, nor wealth, nor battle will end this suffering. Only the gods. Will you give them that chance?
I will. And another vision complete. Excuse me, but I have been looking for you. You're the one who lifted the curse on Heritage Hill? My lady, who wishes to remain anonymous, has entrusted me to bring you this pistol. It belonged to a dear friend of hers, who was lost to the curse. For your part in reclaiming Heritage Hills, my lady wishes you to have it. Here, may it serve you in battle. Thank you. You are quite welcome. Now, I must be off. Farewell. Literally, I could have just walked up and grabbed that. I mean, still, I have this quest. I've been stopped to be accosted by ghosts, possibly ghosts of my past, and or the past of my soul at least, and I've been offered a gun. I mean, how else could my day have gotten any better? So now I have to find Lady Webb. I'm not sure quite where she would be. I've been in this building before. It's full of the Curran. I've spoken to Curran before. Pretty sure I have. Yeah, that's the animus that figures things out. She might be on the second floor, but I'll look through her entire first floor. You're a Dunrid agent and a Dunrid agent. So Lady Webb is clearly very sneaky. Oh my god, look at this fine leather armor that I can sell for $5 or whatever. We have here Dunrid agent. Dunrid agent. None of these people look especially potent or powerful. Dunrid agent. And there's a map of the world that they're just standing at, like posing. Okay, so clearly she is upstairs. The one that I must speak to. I assume she's some sort of leader of a CIA type organization, except this would be like the homeopathic CIA. Instead of honeypotting men with sexy agents, they make them rub glass balls and judge the truthiness of their statements by the humming. Lady Webb will see now. Okay, so it must be in here. And Lady Webb is a dude? Is that... Looks like a dude.
So, the messenger conveyed my summons. A miracle that would make the reincarnation of Aothis look like a child's cantrip, surely. It doesn't draw the most inspired minds, messaging. They failed me so many times of late, I nearly sent a cipher after you instead. So this is the Watcher who took over Cad Noir. Oh, don't look so surprised. It isn't an attractive expression. I wouldn't be where I am for long if I let details like that escape me.
This is exactly what I would picture a lost mother be like.
Then, as I understand it, you entered a quarantine district that is absolutely off limits to all civilians and somehow managed to walk back out with your life. What could possibly have been on your mind to make you do such a thing?
I'm investigating a strange group.
Strange does not begin to describe them. The practices of the Leaden Key defy all reason. You're not the only one with an interest in their recent activities. I've lost 4 ciphers this year alone trying to get someone inside their ranks. As it is, we only have our suspicions about who is in the group and what they intend, which I suppose means we have much in common with them. I asked you here because I wanted to know what your interest was in all of this. I thought perhaps we might help each other. Why are you looking for the Leaden Key?
One of their members caused my soul to awaken. I need to reverse it.
The gods are cruel, I'm afraid. The man you seek is Theos Ix Arcanon, Grand Master of the Leaden Key. One of the most elusive and dangerous men Aora has ever known.
What can you tell me about Thaos?
More than most, though very few would know so much as his name. And there is no way of knowing how much of what I've read is true. The Leaden Key dates back more than 2,000 years. If rumors are to be believed, Theos was the one who created it. What scraps of evidence exist suggest that he has died many times, only to be reborn each time exactly the same man. Awakened during adolescence with all the knowledge and experience of all his lifetimes. The plots he orchestrates sometimes take hundreds of years to bear fruit. Needless to say, this is not the natural order of things. But he is said to be one of Woodica's favored, and that old bat was never one to let rules get in the way of favoritism. That may also explain another supposed gift of his. His body is no boundary to his soul, and he is known to take possession of others, if their souls are weak enough. Often it is for elaborate deceptions, but sometimes he simply forces them to kill themselves. He is not known for his generous supply of pity. He is also not one to show himself in any but their most critical matters. If he has directly involved himself in whatever the group plots now, it may be your only chance to find him. And once you do find him, if you can find him, I would not hold my hopes too high if I were you. He is a driven, single-minded man. He will not have the slightest concern for your problems.
Okay, what do you want from me?
Keep me informed. The Leaden Key has been busy lately, and that is distressing news. I can only guess as to what they intend. You seem to have a knack for turning the stones they've crawled beneath. Keep turning them. Dunreed Row will not stop you. Whatever it is they're up to, figuring it out will be of great use to both of us. In your case, it will surely point you to Theos. In return, I will share our knowledge with you as we learn it, and provide you with what assistance I can.
Very
If
well.
your trail has run cold, come to me with whatever you have. There is much I may be able to do for you.
There is something I can tell you about the Leaden Key operations.
Well, let's hear it.
The Iguithian Tower in Heritage Hills contains an ancient machine that controlled the flow of souls. The Leaden Key activated it.
This is troubling. That civilization seems to have known more about the mechanics of souls than anyone since. The Leaden Key was born in that period. It may be that Theos has full knowledge of their technology. The applications of this machine you speak of, I don't want to think about it. If
Okay.
we can learn more about their goals and methods, perhaps we can get the palace behind us. With Avar's support, we may be able to put a stop to this.
That's all. What else there is to know about the Leaden Key?
Precious little, I'm afraid. You may know much of it already. No one member knows the identity of more than a handful of other members. They are kept in the dark of missions they are not involved in, or sometimes of those they are involved in. They exist to hide secrets they themselves don't know. If you can imagine how gullible someone must be for that to appeal. Despite that, they are very good at what they do, owing much to their founder, who will take matters into his own hands when necessary. And he does not fail.
Okay, so how do you know so much about
The
Thals?
same way I come by all my knowledge. Exhaustive research, spying, bribery, perhaps some less savory measures. What? Yes?
Is there a Lord
There
Webb?
was.
What happened to him?
He believed in dying with dignity. He was old-fashioned that way, my husband. We saw the world very differently, he and I. But he was good to me while he lasted.
Are you
If
psychic?
you are hoping I can look at your hand and tell you whom you should marry, you can just wipe that notion from your mind. I do not know what will happen tomorrow. That is what I pay spies for. Being a cipher is not unlike being a watcher. You notice more about what is already there. Many can hold an object and know where it's been, or peer into the thoughts of people around them. They can also sometimes affect those thoughts, but that would be unethical, of course. A tiny, talented few pick up so much about the world around them, they can get images of things to come, but these are fleeting and unreliable.
You said you don't know what will happen tomorrow?
You said I was talented. I don't. Least not that I can trust. And with me, it's only ever about one thing anyway.
And what's that?
A quiet day at home.
How old are you? You wicked man, where are your manners? Were you raised without a shred of decency?
Ages ago. Such a strange thing to celebrate, getting closer to death. Oh, I've had my share of work done to prolong my existence, if that's what you're wondering. I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not done here. There are things I still wish to learn. And I'll be the effigy if I let Bereth carry me off before I'm through. There was a time when I considered enlisting the theorems of Pondgrum to extend my life indefinitely. I found the thought of devouring my political enemies to sustain my own life greatly appealing. I must have gone soft with age.
How'd you come to be here?
I started this place, in a different time, under a different duke. I impressed the duke with my research and my work ethic, and he became possessed of the notion that I would be ideal to lead a secret network of gifted investigators. I don't know how such an idea got into his head. Try your
Okay.
best not to die out there.
Well, that's possibly the creepiest thing that you could have said. So, this is going to be a constant quest. I will be constantly updating. So, I guess I'll have to do that one over time. And I'll also have to find find out something for to do. I'm sure there's something else in the town that I can do while I wait.